What's up, YouTube? So I'm making this video just because I was just in the middle working on another video where I was trying to go over some ideas and going over to some of the community channels, some of the bigger channels of Dauntless, trying to figure out what they're pretty much saying about Dauntless right now and what's the problem with it, and trying to come up with some ideas and maybe try to fix Dauntless. Because let's be honest here, there is still a passionate people behind there. I got them in a lot of my last video about Dauntless. They want to see Dauntless survive. And if you're gonna have to come up with criticism, well, you need to come up with constructive ways of try to fix it. You know, if you want something to be better, you can't just drag on the negative and not try to think of something to probably fix it. Even if you cannot make a difference yourself, maybe you can speak it into life, meaning maybe you say something and maybe the devs will pick it up and hear about it. But they got a lot of flack in the Steam game, and unfortunately they have a lot of negative reviews from past players to current days. And they just put out a post just today on their X channel. Let me try to make sure I'll pull this up. Let's see, here we go. They just pulled up, well, today's, it's 6 hours ago, but it's not here or there. So 6 hours ago, they pulled up and it says, Slayers, we appreciate your patience as our team has taken time to discuss the feedback surrounding the Dauntless Awakening. We hear you, and we are taking the steps to ensure the Dauntless becomes a game you're proud to call home again. And you know, there's a lot of great games right now. So they're going to be competing with all those games, especially with the new Monster Hunter World comes out game. You know, I don't remember the title of it, sorry. But when that game comes out, they're going to have to compete with that game and compete with every other game that's on the market right now that's free to play. You're no longer competing just in your genre. You're no longer just competing in your console. You are now competing a broad span. That means multiple consoles, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and PC, and then we're gonna, you know, you got a bunch of other games that are within your same genre, but the big dog is Monster Hunter World. And we want games like Dauntless to survive because that breeds into the games to get better, right? If one game's doing really good, your game needs to be better and that to keep people's audiences. But then again, I'm in the mindset of, I think if you're like one game, you're like all games. So they just posted this couple, 6 hours ago. So let's go over what they're saying they're working on, and let's see if they've already been paying attention to what maybe you and me may be saying about it and what they can improve upon it. Now, I've already took a glance at this, and I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a few parts that I would have liked to have seen in there, honestly, and I don't like that they're kind of ignoring that. But maybe not many people speaking about it. Let me know your thoughts in below, and you still want to see the video where I go over some of the other bigger channels complaints about the game and how I think they can improve upon it, and give my feedback and what their responses are. Be sure to leave a comment down below. I'd appreciate it. So let's go over there real quick and let's open it up now. Slayers, I would read this over to you, but okay. Sorry, my dyslexia is bad, so if I'm stuttering here and there, just forgive me. We hear you. Dauntless has always been built on a passion and dedication of its incredible community, and with the Awakening update, we know many of you have felt let down, and those who have but those who feel your time, effort, and trust is overlooked, we seriously apologize. Action speaks louder than words, so let's see the actions. Okay, so let's just keep going. The Awakening updates introduce significant changes instead of relaunching the Dauntless with a strong foundation for a new regular season schedule and to secure the game's long-term availability. While our goal were ambitious, we acknowledge that the rollout causes frustration, confusion, and our communities feel short. That is on us, and we communicate to earn back your trust. I feel like this is a bad YouTube apology video already. To better respect your lost progress and investments. Here we go. All returning players will receive 3,000 RAM and 500 combat camaraderies. We are also aware up to another 500 peerless Amorites to help you regain your in-game power based on your weapons crafting and the pre-awakening game. The upcoming update will unlock all mods from the start for returning players and enable to jump straight into the accounting content you want to bring into. So I said at the beginning, I didn't like the whole let's do the training thing all over again. Let's learn to play the character again. Let's learn all these weapons and all your weapons to be gone. I didn't like that either. We'll get that a little later on. I don't like that they're going to be giving you all these credits because, like, okay, let's be honest, that is nice to get those credits. But the problem for me, maybe not for you, but for me is you still need those credits. You still need those rams and those merits and peerless Etherites. I don't think you should need any of those at all. I don't think you should need them. I think they should be gone. Or they're so little needed, like 500 should make you a billionaire in a game, and in the sense of mind, like I don't think that is really taking care of the underlying problem of money being required in order to access things. Because later on, when you're done with all those things, the money is gone, all the RAM, all the combat, all the Aetherite is gone. The system that is really perturbing a lot of players is still going to be there. The high threshold of a lot of those things needed in order to keep strength or get stronger throughout the game. I think that system should be, in my opinion, should be just gone. I think work, effort, and time that you put into it should be rewarded and not be the game being rewarded on the base of how much they can cash in on you. That should be gone. The original developer of the games thought that too until he left a couple years back. Apparently I heard about that. Now he's gone. Now the financial people are coming in going, hey, we want money. I didn't know they were a bunch of blockchain people. For those who do not know that, they're a bunch of blockchain people, meaning people that they're really invested in making money off of digital assets that are really, questionable and unethical to a lot of people. So let's keep on going. Let's hear what they get to say, right? Let's have a better mindset here. The upcoming update will unlock all weapon mods from the start for the returning players and enable your jump straight into the... Oh, I read that. Okay. While these steps won't undo all the frustration, we hope to show our community to support and return to Ramsgate's invaluable your contribution or... sorry, my dyslexia's in here. Actions speak louder than words. Yes, I want to see that. This is just the beginning. Immediately... my dyslexia hitting me hard here. Sorry. Submits are underway to address progression, monetization, and technical issues. And looking ahead, we remain focused on building a game that respects your time. Collaborate your passion to deliver on the promise of Awakening Foundation. Now, I heard the game has a lot of bugs in it, and then the bugs that people haven't seen since the beta day, people going through the game, people getting locked into the walls, the monsters' animations being wonky and funky, and just like there's a lot of stuff that was not even an issue when I was playing the game, and never was really an issue. Yeah, I fell to the map once or twice. It was kind of funny. It was ha 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 ha. But like eventually, like that stuff got resolved in a lot of ways, and I barely ever saw it. But apparently, it is common at the current day patch, and that is something that, boy, if you want people to come back and that's what they're experiencing, they're like, I don't want to play that. That's not really fun. Let's just keep it going on. All right, thank you for your patience and feedbacks on your community, Dauntless. Together, we will ensure that Dauntless becomes a game that you're proud of calling home again. Now, listen to your community. This is where the parts where you're talking about some few things here. Over the past week, we carefully reviewed the feedback across Steam reviews, forums, Discord, and also social channels. Maybe mine. Who knows? Hey, Dauntless, you listening in, bro? You probably want to take some ideas here. Don't monetize it too hard. Come on, let's and also material stuff. It shouldn't need that much materials. I got, again, if you want to see that video I'm working on, if y'all want to see it, I might not even do it if y'all don't, you don't chat out in the comments. I got ideas. I got ideas. Where we are at. Social online actions are already impeached or includes in the updated 2.1.1. Schedule and release on December 19th, which is in 2 more days. Looking ahead, the sessions focus on plans of the future, updates, and improvements. Sorry, my dyslexia. Progress reset. Now, some people had a lot of like saying, "Hey, you didn't have progress reset," and some people said you did have progress reset. I'm sorry. I come into the game, I do a lot of stuff I've already done before, and a lot of stuff that I earn at a game are gone. Namely, my weapons. Sorry, I earned those. I got those. You took it away from me. It's kind of like I wouldn't say Indian given, but like you already gave it to gave it to me by me earning it, and then you take it back from me. I'ma feel some kind of ways. Like I earned that. I got that. It's like someone coming to my house and taking all my figurines. I earned that. I got all that stuff. You just can't just come into my house and just take it from me, like as if I didn't earn that already. I didn't already pay for that. It's like my video games too. I don't want that to happen to me in video games. That's why I like physical ones. That's not here or there. Okay, so let me see. Legitimate. Let's see. Where I read this. A legitimate foundation over the progress and partially with Slayer's path nodes and years of weapons in investments. Let's see, what we heard. Okay, this is what they heard. So they heard about the weapon investments, meaning we invested our time and effort into getting those weapons, and now they're gone. Don't like that. That's what they heard. Compassion for prior investments such as RAM and other progress sources felt insignificant. Concerned over progress and speed, especially for new players, the highlights, grasp, and clarity and pacing. Yeah, there's something about there's certain items in the game that are really, really hard to get, and you may like farm for like over an hour and not get one after killing 20 or 30 or 40 monsters and not getting that thing. And then when you do the the only way you can actually get it is you farm out a bunch of other parts that are really, really hard to get themselves, and you need to use the majority of your stuff. And when you even use them as majority of your materials, it doesn't even equate to very much in return. Like you spend like 200 and you get like pins back, I think it was the math was every 15 you get one back or something like that, and they're really, really hard materials. Or was it ever, it might have been more than that. Sorry, I had to rewatch my VOD on it. But yeah, it's ridiculous in how much you have to spend just to be able to get one of those rare items back, or get one of those rare items to upgrade your stuff. So that's what they're talking about that. Let's see. Frustration with the flow of key progress systems, including toxic crafting and Dauntless trials. Toxic crafting, that must be something new. I don't remember toxic crafting or I know the Dauntless trials are, but I never really involved myself that hard into the trials. I'm not really trying to prove that I'm better than everybody. I'm just good at the game, and I'm proud of what I have achieved. Where are we at? This is where they're at. This is what they're currently working on, or this is currently what they have worked on. As mentioned up in front, returning Slayers will receive 3,000, 5,000. You already get this part. The knowledge of the times and efforts and investing in progress. These resources provide flexibility for reclaiming lost Slayer path nodes or investing on other valuable upgrades. Now, question is for me is I am a returning player, but I played it a couple of days ago. When they're gonna really like get an idea of like who is a returning player? If they stopped playing a month ago and they come back and they get all that stuff, I don't really see that one gonna be kind of fair, right? That seems a little, extreme. But we're talking about someone that played a day or didn't play a day before. What is the returning players? Where do you get the idea of returning players? I'm just curious because if I miss out on all these little nice little things to make up for the bad stuff they did, I might be a little upset, even more so than I already was. I don't know. Dauntless, you need to clarify what is a returning player. What is the timescape you're given? Can you track my record of how I played back in 2019, 2020 or so, and then going, hey, that's a returning player, let's give it to them? Or we're talking about like 2023, that's a returning player. What's the time scope here? So just a curious thought here. Sorry, my cat's scratching. Sprite. All right, so Again, I don't really know. I'm just asking. I'm sure everybody's gonna want to get this. It's probably better to just give it to everybody, but some people will be like, bro, you're not everybody deserves it, and I kind of get. Hey, sorry, my dogs. I don't want to do like recording for this video, so I'm trying to get them to stop. You're all big and bad. Peerless Aetheryte will be awarded to returning slayers based on prior awakening weapon crafting. In addition to many Aetheryte provided during the original migration, players earn 1 point for every crafting weapon and additional points to power surges weapons, and every 20 points will gain 100. I think the crafting, whatever you need, the crafting reward you get for having you upgrade or whatnot to get the legendary weapons in the shop, need to just go. Because then that system is still there, even though they make up for it and give you stuff to help you with it. I think that system needs to just go. It's not going to help because that system, you can still pay money to get those items, will still be in effect, still be a problem for the community, and it's going to be coming up with someone said in the other videos I watch, going to become boiled down to greed. Don't be greedy, Dauntless. Let the community support you on their own time and merit. I don't like this whole they can be greedy or just wall away like, hey, look over here, guys. I give you all this nice seeds, but don't look that this is still here. No. Don't look at this thing. Don't look at this thing. Look at this. Look at this. I got this nice thing for you. Ignore that this is still here. The problem's still there, but we'll give you this nice thing to make you forget about it for a couple minutes or a couple days. You know, here we go. Here we go. No, that's not gonna work. Let's see. All right. Let's see. The update of 2.1.1 will remove steel marks from the tier 3 weapon talent unlock requirements, ensuring the players who prefer not to engage in the trials or the already use their weekly marks elsewhere to not lock out on core. I think this is a good idea. Remove that. Remove systems that are or cash gate or time gate to a ridiculous thing. Just remove those things. Remove the barrier. Remove the things that make people feel like their time is being wasted, and not everybody's gonna want to do this whole this whole still marker thing and had to go through trials in order to get it. No, I'm sorry. Additional, the cost of the Aetheryte lantern cores in the trial store will be reduced to prevent unintentional time gating causes the weekly trial rewards. In both cases, players will receive direct refunds and accounts to good. This is a good idea. You got to go above and beyond in order to make sure, because you already fucked up in a major way. You got to go above and beyond and even beyond to make sure you are truly showing that you fucked up and you need to make amends for it. Now, I'm not saying to go bankrupt for it, right? If you make the community feel like they're being appreciated enough, they will give you money. Guarantee you. I gave you my money when I felt like I was appreciated. The moment I started feeling like I was not being appreciated no more, I stopped. And I lost everything for that. And I'm sorry, whatever community you think you're in, whatever group of people in, imagine have a lot of viewers and have a lot of people come to your channel, and then you just going, hey, sorry guys, I know all you are still enjoying this. I can't support this no more. I'm out, and lose all that. That sucks. It freaking sucks. So, okay. So if anybody wants to say, hey, I stepped away, there's some bigger channels, I'm sure they stepped away and they lost a lot of people, but I was a small channel and I was growing, and I hurt myself. I hurt myself, but I had my morals. That's the thing. That didn't mean I didn't enjoy the basic of the game. The basic of the game was still fun, but let's see. They're trying to lantern in the core. Yeah, in both cases, players will receive a refund. Yeah, the count for these adjustments. Increased RAM rewards across the quest. That's good. Behemoth kills, portal quest to better support progress. Good. I don't know if this is part of the fixing of the ridiculous, amount of hunting in order to get something in order to get the new stuff. You need to upgrade your weapon and gear. I don't know if that will fix that. Someone have to tell me down below. Would that fix it? I don't know if RAM Worms includes all the rarest of materials in order to do it. If it does, maybe, like I said, then again, I think they should make it apparent what you have to do in order to get it, right? Not just kill this behemoth, but like kill this behemoth in this certain way, or do these certain criterias and then time. And if you don't hit the criterias in a certain amount of time, you have a lower percent of earning it. Let the statistics be known. Let the margin of margin of error. I don't know. There's a better way of saying this. I'm skipping a thought on it, where you just let the players know and they have to hit those goals, and then there we go. There's a better word for it. I'm skipping a thought on it. So I think this is a good idea. Just make it apparently clear to everybody what they have to do to get the stuff that they're looking for. Improve progress to flow of toxic crafting and dauntless trials. Now, I don't do dauntless trials. I don't know what toxic crafting is. Toxic. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. Tanic to tantic. Tactic? Is this tactic? No. Toxic? Tonic? Tonic? My dyslexia is hitting me hard here, but sorry. Oh, try you go through it. It sucks. Looking ahead, the updated 2.2.0 plans to early next year. The in-game mods will be in-game mods. Is it like mods like some of Dauntless mods or Skyrim mods? What kind of mods we talking about here? Like World of Warcraft mods? Are they going to be actually like a foundation to the game? Could people have like, some run away little girl like World of Warcraft? What kind of mods we talking about here? Because I think a lot of that stuff should be implemented into games if it helps someone improve their game, makes their game better, and makes your game funner. You should implement that in the game yourself. And if anything, here's a good idea. These mods, let's say they are mods like World of Warcraft. The mods are so good that the community, everybody in the community agrees that you should have this mod. Take that mod, pay the person that made the mod, give their money to buy out that mod, then put it in your game. But make sure it's not a mod that's gonna like seriously change the whole fundamentals of the game and make it so boring and bland that you're not even thinking anymore. You just listen to whatever is telling you before you turn on your synapses in your brain to do something. Come on now, we all know what we're talking about here. If you play World of Warcraft in any place, some people just turn off their brain, just wait for the little voice thing to tell them what to do, like get out of the freaking thing that's killing under your feet, or move to the left or to the right. That would be a little boring. But make sure the mods are grounded on fairness and fun. That's my thoughts on it. If you want to do it, and then pay out the person that made it, or just hire them. Who knows? Just hire them. Who want to be hired? Future updates will aim to make progress more rewarding. It's thundering, and my dogs don't like it. All right, you're okay. And one of them farted. Future updates will make the progress more rewarded and accessible for all players. That's fine, but I think some of the systems need to just go and forgo the rewards and just make it just more fair and balanced between those who have the money to support the game and those who do not. I don't think anybody should have a leap and bound progression in the game and capability in the game just because they have expendable money while I'm spending majority of my days or my hours playing the game to keep up with them and never feel like I can ever compete in any facet of the game. I'm sorry, that's just not fun. I know it's not a PvP game, but if everybody I'm feeling like is going around me is just one-shotting everything, I'm taking 3 hours to kill them, we're going to have some disputes. Okay, now to some of the last things. Monetization practices. What we heard. All right, here we see what we heard. Concerning to progress system feels paywalled and unfriendly to free players, frustration over loot boxes, removal of platinum rewards, and randomized custom cosmetics from the hunt pass. Feedback that monetized changes feels out of touch with Dauntless community. All right, so that's what they heard. When it comes to monetization, I think monetization needs to be purely based on cosmetics, in my opinion. Purely off that, nothing else. I think you should make your cosmetic fun. You make your cosmetic cool. Make your cosmetic just a spectacle, and people will do it. But you really gotta put in You know, like I'm not saying you need to make a $500 cosmetic item in the game and then charge people $20 for it. Like it's if any other game it would be worth that much money. That's just too extreme. But you gotta have to say this. People like Fortnite is doing some amazing skins in their game. You know, now we got the Marvel Rivals putting some amazing skins in the game, and they're not charging that arm and leg. You gotta, I hate to say this and be a broken record here, you're gonna need to give back to the community and show them that you're not that money hungry, grubbing people, and show them like, hey, we'll give y'all some cool stuff. Just keep on supporting us, and maybe later down the line, we'll do a really expensive skin. And for those who really have the money for it, wants to really support us, they can buy it. But otherwise, there's no reason for it. There's no need for it. And then try to do some collabs with some people. Come on now, it's the thing right now. Do collabs with companies, but you gotta get big again. Right now, I'm sure you're looking at the companies going, please, please collab with us, and they're going, no. Who are you? And that's mostly your fault. You could have been there if you didn't just, go those greedy routes. You could have already been popping off, but that's just a part of the game. You shot the gun too soon. Okay. While we failed to originally communicate this, the top of the weapon tokens provided through the Hunter Pass and weekly challenges are exciting, but explained plans includes providing verbal amounts of weapon tokens from other sources during each seasons. For example, in Dauntless Awakened, players will be able to earn additional tokens during our upcoming season events. Frost, just remove them. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Just remove them. Remove them. If I can buy them, remove it. If I can buy them, sure, but don't waste my time. Don't make me feel like I'm grinding hours and days trying to get the tokens enough to buy a weapon that is purely cosmetic. That's where it should be, purely cosmetic. Otherwise, don't put weapons in the shop that actually some valuable use out of it, because I didn't earn that weapon. Okay, Hunter Pass. Pestis cores, I don't know what that really means. Drop tables have been rebalanced and provided more guaranteed rams and azurite, offering gear on a great rewards for achieving players progress beyond level 50. This is so many, there's too many layers of things. Too many layers. Remove layers. There should be only, in my opinion, upgraded materials. There should be only maybe 4 in total, or maybe 5 in total. Like the weapons or the items from the creatures, right? Be head, feet, tail, and then maybe some materials you get on the ground, right? Rocks and so on, and then the rare materials. That should be it. That's my opinion, but that's just it. Okay, so effective immediately, we were previously paid Azurite to claim from the store weekly from a pureless daily of shrine and hourly for duel will be free. Note that there will be likely move from the store to weekly gameplay sources from the next season onwards, alongside existing gameplay sources such as trials and heroic executions. That part I'm a little vague on that. I've done the the daily challenges and the daily monsters, and I did the trials barely. I didn't very much enjoy the trials that much, and that's fine. But I don't really know. Can somebody tell me would that actually make a difference to you? I don't really know that part. I don't remember having too much time on it. And my dog is just having a hissy. Lotus, boy, Lotus, come here, boy, come here. What are you having problems? What are you having problems? I see someone over here, boy. You having a problem? What are you having a problem? Huh? Come over here. Come over here. All right. Okay. Now, looking ahead, this is something they're still working on, or planning to work on. While we are not able to change the this for an in-progress season. The next season, Hunter Pass will reintroduce platinum rewards, 100 on the free track. In addition, he didn't like the thunder. You're chilling. You're chilling. You're chilling. All right. I'm about to edit some of this parts of the video. I'm not gonna like this. I don't want to edit. I may still not edit it because I don't want to. Too much work. While not able to make the changes, yes, I already caught this part. Free track of the additional 100 on the elite track. Re-evaluate the monetization strategies and balancing stability with fineness while remaining toward rewards for players, exploring ways to refine Hunter Pass contents the future seasons to offer better value. I think you already shit the bed on this one. I really do. I think y'all, when you came out this new one or this new thing, y'all were hoping that we would just see this and going, okay, we're gonna go on with this. And as soon as you got feedback and got a lot of ridicule, you was like, okay, yeah, let's take that back now. I think you done shit the bed on this one. I think you really did. I think you shouldn't have launched this. And like someone said in the one of my comments, you should have baked this upcoming release a little bit longer. And really thought about, okay, why did a lot of our major fan base, I'm sorry, I think when I left, I didn't take a lot with me, but I think that was right around time a lot of other people went, yeah, I'm out too. I don't think that was, you've really been learning your lesson this past couple years. And I know there's a lot of things that happened this past couple years, but y'all should never let that one dude go, the main person that was making the game. I thought he had a great idea of this game. Everything should be earned through the game, through your effort. And anyways, technical and gameplay issues. What we have heard: Awakening launch performing issues, including borderly lower platforms, graphic glitches, and gameplay effect bugs. Yes, we done talked about this before. And sorry, my dog's itching, so I'm scratching his itch because he can't reach it. All right, stop. Now move. Don't anybody ever tell you dogs are not like kids. What we are at. Since launch, we have released numerous server-based hotfixes aiming at smoothing out progress and gameplay issues while addressing several glitches. Updating 2.1.1 contains a significant number of bugs, including fixes for diagnostic behemoth hitboxes that could not be addressed server side, and full list of fixes that can be seen here. I'm not going on the list, but when someone bring this up, although this time frame before deploying the update of 2.1.1 limited our abilities to fully evaluate all performance feedback and implement the short-term situation and then enhance performance in PlayStation 5, Xbox X. Didn't say nothing about no PlayStation, or not PlayStation. I'm pretty sure this game on Nintendo Switch, and I'm pretty sure that some of these bugs were also on PC. So what is okay? Update 1.1 also contains fixes for several client and server crashes tied to loadouts, weapon swipes, and cosmetic system, which you hope will make the gameplay experience much more stable. Yeah, got thoughts about that one, but we'll see. Looking ahead, the problem is like I know all these updates are nice. This is nice for those who are still giving the game a shot. For those who are still wanting to give a game the shot. For those who've already came back, saw the problems, like they're gone. Like they've already they're across the ocean, and you're trying to fish all of them back. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit. You really stepped on a landmine with this one. And problem is, the landmine wasn't put down like a couple months ago. You put it right down in front of you right now, and people stepped on it and blew up and launched away. Like, you put the landmine down like a few weeks ago, and people started coming back. Of course, I think you put the landmines down when I was playing the game, and I was already there in the field, and I just so happened to... Anyways, that's not all there. That's not about me. It's not about me. But I am one of the players. I am passionate about this game. And don't anybody say that I'm not passionate or do not like this game or I'm just hating on this game. I'm not. I really do want to hope this game does better, but at the same time, I am I'm giving this game criticism because I want the game to be fun. I want the game to be fun for everybody, and I do enjoy the actual gameplay of this game. Go around killing monsters, getting the loot, destroying the things, defeating the harder monsters, and crafting stuff. Like I just love that stuff in video games, and I don't feel like that's in Dauntless anymore. Barely, barely. There's still some, but it's not as vast as it used to be. Looking ahead, continue enhancement performance across all platforms with both broad and optimized and better player facing optimization will targeting fix for special platform problems areas and deliver a smooth and more reliable play experience with revamping trials and improving update onboard system, the keys and the talents and crafting and provide greater clarity and accessibility, making it easier to now slayers to dive into Dauntless. Man, it's just like thinking about all the other games right now that are free to play. You got Genshin Impact and all their games in the Zone Zero. Then we got all the Genshin Impact versions of remakes or versions that other people made it that's just like it. And then we got Marvel Heroes and a lot of other Call of Duty, Fortnite, and it's like there's so many free to play games right now that are buying for these people's attention, and man, you're really gonna have to compete with those people right now for these people's attention. And I'm a person that plays like 5 or 6 games easily, and it just to add another game to my bucket list of want to play, and then being immediately disappointed. It's really disheartening. Loss of core features. Now here is what I really want to hear. Core features. Let's see what they have to say. Well, we've heard the removal of weapon crafting was distributed the core game loop, leaving players feeling that the vital and rewarding progress eliminate its missing. Eliminate missing is missing. It's missing. Wow, my brain. The current sales system discourages experimentation with unequipped cells being destroyed, limited build diversity. Yes. I remember this back when I was playing the game. There was the cores. The cores were back when I was playing. They were just newly reduced. And everybody was saying there was just some cores that were just like, you have to use these cores. You have to get these cores. You have to upgrade them to this final form. And these are the only cores you use. And a lot of people were saying, I remember it. Either there was some that were being like pay to win, or some of them were just so much better. If you tried anything else, trying to be diversive, trying to be ingenuitive, that it was just like they were all trash, and you couldn't play any of the ones that you thought were fun. They just weren't good. I'm like, but I want to do that. I think that sounds fun. I think that sounds enjoyable. I want to make my character and make them do things that normal people can't do. Every build should be viable. Every build. Is that hard to do? Yes. I'm not going to try to deny that. Is that feasible? Maybe it isn't. But sometimes everything needs to be broken in order to everything to be balanced, right? I'm a mind of making everything broken, everything high, and then when certain things are shown to be just too good, you start bringing it down a little bit. You nerf it a little bit. But it's the same other way around. You could just nerf, make everything really strong. And then when one thing's really strong, bring everything else up to that level, right? Bring everything up. You don't have to nerf everything. You can just bring it up, because then those people are thinking, oh, but I really like those things. That made it feel really good. I really felt pretty strong. Okay, sure. Keep your strength. Keep you being strong. Keep those scores awesome. All right, now the rest of the cores, bring them up, because now all of them feel awesome just as you do. Now you have more stuff to play with, more candy. And then it's like, hey, but now all the behemoths are just weaker. They're just getting destroyed. Buff them. There we go. Problem solved. Why you have to nerf everything? But it's always two ways to go about it. I'm more of the idea of buffing everything. If everything's strong, then no one's weak, and there's nothing that's poor than everything else, and then if everything's too strong, buff the thing from which it makes it strong. The creatures are weak, make them strong. Done. Numbers go boom. Numbers go times X. There we go. I don't know. That's how I think. Let me think. Tell me if I'm. You think I'm right. Yeah, whatever. I'm not a game developer, even though I thought I could be one day. Of course, I'd rather be a voice actor. I have fun with that. Let's see where we're at. The cells. Okay, armor perks feel less impactful and customizable. Customizing options are more restrictive than before. Yeah, the armors have new stuff in it. Oops, sorry, button. The armors have new stuff in it, so I can see where that could be a bit of a problem. It's like, yeah, you got all these new stuff in the armor stuff. That's all these different perks and other different things. I like the idea of like, hey, different armors for different creatures, and not just a bunch of same armor, and all of them have the same stats. I'm sorry, I am a mind of like some of the lower monsters don't have as good a stats as some of the higher monsters because progression system. People like to see from where they were to where they are now, and they want to go take that armor and go down to low levels and destroy things. Let them have that. But when everything's the same across the board, then there's no uniqueness. There is no differences, and there's just bland and I don't know. I haven't fussed with the armor stuff from modern day. I'm a old school Dauntless player. And let's see what we're at. Based on the innate balancing pass in response to launch feedbacks, we have swapped some armor perks to better support players' builds and flexibility. E.g., replacing Predator with cunning and sharpening. I think cunning and sharpening is like, especially sharpening is like really like the big thing right now. Some of the main armors that everybody's saying like, hey, this is the. I really watched a video saying like this is the only build you need nowadays, and had a bunch of sharpening in it. Let's see, reintroducing HUD icons for perks like pulse and better in-game tracking. That shouldn't been ever like better in-game tracking and whatever it is, but like that should never went away in the first place. I don't know why would you take that away? Why would they take that away? Someone tell me what's going on with that. Increasing shield cap and effectiveness of perks, strategist and fortress. Okay, and applying target buffs to a number of weapons. Target buffs. I think you should be able to target things like, let's say, guns. If I'm targeting with a gun, and I'm able to, or targeting with the pike, with the stabby thing, I think you should probably get a little bit more of a bonus, because if you're targeting a certain thing and you get a lock on it, hey, you shoot like a boom, 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 like a build up. Like, the more you hit the item or the one thing, let's say you hit the face, boom, like some like big payoff. Like if you're able to hit combos on it, like I think you should be rewarded and get like some kind of like reward from hitting that same thing and keep on hitting it. And if you can dodge and move out the way and then get back on it within a timely manner, right? Not like instant, but like get away from it and get back on it and dodge whatever you need to and then keep on doing it. I think the buff should just keep on going, right? Keep on persisting. Reward the players for their accuracy and their tenacity and getting that thing taken care of. So that's what you need to break apart off of it. All right, and let's see. Looking ahead, exploring ways to bring more depth and player agency back to weapons and armor crafting and customized system. Okay, here's where I read this little last part right here because I saw the agency it said back to weapons and armor crafting. Notice you didn't see weapon crafting. I had to spell that out to you because some of you, I don't know if the developers will read this, but where's weapon crafting? Huh? Where did that go? What about bringing back the urgency for weapon crafting? You want to keep that system of earning weapons in your shop, it sounds like. Am I stupid? Am I getting this wrong here? Does that sound like to me like they're not getting rid of the weapons in the weapon shop and keeping them there so in future they can release more weapons to make you boy? Oh boy, that sounds quite bad. I'm just saying. What happened to the urgency of weapon crafting? But there's armor crafting. and customization system. That's there. But fuck you if you want to craft your weapons. You know, one of the other main cores of the Monster Hunter game hunting system that we all, or at least I, enjoyed. And reassigning the cell system to encourage experiments and supporting preserve builds or diverse builds. Sorry, that part's cool. That part sounds nice. That sounds nice. That's not coming now. That's coming later. That's coming later. Not now. Later. And promise, later might be too late. Just a thought. So yeah, again, while the build 2.1 introduce the many critical changes on the first steps, you get to read the rest of this stuff and the Dauntless team. So they're doing something, but something might be already too late, and that is not a good thing. And they kind of set this landmine in front of them with all these glorious promises, or not promises, but this glorious, reawakening, awakening. This is the time to come back, everybody. This is the time. There should have been give us another month or so before we. There's a few things we should probably talk with the community about and say hey, do y'all think this is a good idea? And see how many of them would have said no. But I promise, a lot of people that are playing right now. No offense to anybody that's currently playing or those who are kept on playing. Some of you might have never was having a problem with this game, right? Some of you may hey, I'm enjoying all this because, well, I'm kind of or I'm kind of invested in this game. Time sink fallacy is a thing in a game where people are I don't care what they do. I'm going to support them no matter what. Good on you. If that's what you want to do, sure. I'm not going to stop you. But for the vast majority of people that left away, which is a large chunk, cannot ignore that there's a large chunk, a very big chunk of players stopped playing your game, and it's left the game and the developers wanting. And they came back, and all they saw was a lot of things that they didn't approve of. And you can't just ignore that or just say, hey, I don't care. If you don't like it, don't play the game. That's not a good mindset. That's the defeatist mindset, and that's you discouraging people. It's like gatekeeping. People liked the game until everything changed. They wanted it back the other way. Leave me your thoughts, right? I'm one of those people that if you tell me you don't like your game, just go off, go play something different. I'm going to look at you and going, I want to play your game. And I was one of the original people to play your game. And so with these hundreds of thousands, if not millions of other players, you're gonna tell all of us that we are wrong when that's a larger number than the players that are playing nowadays, and the game is in the worst state, and more money is required in order to keep it a developer. I don't think that's a good mindset. I think you have hundreds of millions of people playing your game, and each person gave $5, it would add up to a bigger number than asking 10 or 20 people to give a couple $100 a piece. I don't think that's a good thing for you. And having a bigger community in your game, it's just better for you. And people are speaking out, even if they're negative, they're only doing it because they're passionate about the game. They want to see the game succeed. And I think you should allow them to speak their mind. Let them speak their mind so you can speak yours. That's how I think about things. If you can speak your mind, so can I. If you want a certain way, so should I want a certain way. But if the majority of people are in agreement or disagreement with me, you might want to look inwards and see why do I think this way? Why is it like this? I don't know. That's something you discover. But as always, have a good day, have a good night, have a good life. Much love, y'all. Bye.